Good morning. I'm pulled off the road here at the end of Pole Hill Road at the top of the neighborhood where Alpine Drive begins. And this is in the Roosevelt National Forest, just outside Estes Park. And today I was going to go for Sugarloaf Mountain. However, I think it's a little too cold and windy for that. So I might have to go for the plan B, which is Panorama Peak. It's not quite as far. I'm not even sure what the stats are. I just know it's frickin' cold out here. Official start time, 8 o'clock. And I've got the heated gloves and heated socks activated. Let's do it. And this is looking back at where I've come from. And this road is steep at the beginning. My goodness. And then that pointy one right there just beyond the power line pole is Mount Pisgah. This seems like a pretty popular destination. I'm seeing quite a few footprints out here. So I might run into a few folks. Beautiful day so far. I hope we get this blue sky all day long. But I don't know. I think we might get some clouds here a little later. I think if I can just stay out of that wind, it's not going to be too bad out here at all. I'm dressed for it, so bring it on, Mother Nature. Actually, don't. I'm just kidding, Mother Nature. Just kidding. The good thing about this so far is that although there are a lot of footprints out here, it's not packed down to ice. And I've made it up here to the first trail split. And if I stay to the right, that will take me directly over to Panorama Peak. But I knocked this out pretty quick and the snow isn't very deep up here. So I think I'm gonna stay to the left and try and get Sugarloaf Mountain. And then almost immediately, you'll run into another trail split. I do not want the right. I want to stay to the left and just keep following the poles. I'm gonna have a ton of uphill to do on the way back. I've been coming up and down this thing, but I probably haven't gained any overall elevation. But yeah, trail just kind of swings around, drops down, and then skadoosh right up the hill. Beautiful day today. If that cotton picking wind would just stop. And I've made it out to yet another trail split. I do not want to stay to the left. That's 122A. That's going to take me off in the wrong direction. Instead, I'm going to take the right and stay on the regular 122. Yeah, you better bring a GPS or a hiking app or something when you come out here, because there are tons of roads and it would be super easy to go the wrong way. Man. Unfortunately, this is the trail that continues to go downhill. Oh my goodness. This is another tasty drop right here in front of me. And now that I've made it all the way down here to the bottom, I'm gonna stay to the right and start taking it back up again. Bwah, bwah, bwah. Private property, no trespassing. So this is the end of the road for me. No Sugarloaf Mountain today. I've been hiking for 50 minutes, and according to the GPS, I've come out 1.9 miles. The problem is that I've done a ton of downhill up to this point, which means I'm gonna have a ton of uphill to do on the way back. That's how that works. but I'm not giving up yet. What I'm gonna do now is see if I can catch a trail that heads over in the direction of Panorama Peak, and I'm gonna see if I can get to the top of it. Time to go back up the hill. Oh well, I'm just enjoying getting to walk around out here. It's real nice, peaceful. Yeah, I'm loving it. Making my way back up this hill. Dang. And this is only the beginning. I've got so much more to do. I came down a lot. I had just hiked to the top of this real steep part of the hill, and then I checked the GPS and it was showing that there was a trail down here, and this will lead directly over to Panorama Peak if I can find it. I did not see this the first time around. Yeah, right here. This is a road. It shows it on Cotrex and my Garmin GPS. Oh man, this looks like it might get rough. And this is getting pretty serious back here. The snow is a lot deeper. It looks like, according to the GPS, I've got at least 6/10 of a mile of this before I can reconnect with another road that I'm hoping is going to be better. The terrain through here isn't getting much better, but it's not too bad. And I'm about halfway through this little connector section of trail, which I'm not sure why they even show a trail on the maps when no such thing exists. But I'm looking at maybe 3/10 of a mile out here to the next road. Of course, this has got to get all super hard at the end. At least this is adventurous back here. I'm not on that boring road anymore. Oh man. I think I'm through it. I just think I'm on the wrong side of this fence. I got to get over this without ripping my pants. All right, let's see if I can do it. And put your left leg up. Swing. Oh God. Oh. Groin intact. All right. And I've connected with this road up here. And if I take the left, this should lead straight to the top of Panorama Peak. So that's the way I'm gonna go. Let's do it, baby. I'm floating along at about 89.50, and I just came up a real steep part. The summit is up at around 92.50, so I've got about 300 vertical feet left. And I'm just guessing, but I'm thinking I've got maybe a half mile up to the top. And I've met up with the other road, and that's the way I'm gonna take it back. But for now, we gotta knock out the summit portion. And I think I've still got like 300 vertical feet left. It's all crammed in here at the end. And this is going to be the final part up to the top of Panorama Peak. And it looks like someone else has been up here this morning. I see a fresh set of tracks. Oh man, look at this thing though. It just launches straight up. My goodness, this thing is steep at the top. I might have to put the spikes on on the way back because it's gonna be rough coming down this. It's only slightly easier going up it. All right, hitting the corner here. And then it should be a straightaway right up to the top. I think we got it, guys. I think we got it. Panorama Peak. All right, it's just now 10:20. So I've been out here for 2 hours and 20 minutes. GPS is showing that I've hiked a little over 4.2 miles. And that's gonna be the summit of Panorama Peak right there. I'm standing up here under the tower on the highest rock. This is gonna be the official summit. And this is awesome. I'm glad I at least got to the top of this today. And of course I would climb to the top of the tower, but they got it all locked up. It's private. I think you gotta pay for a Jeep tour or something to get to go up there. And we got this nice picnic table right here that I would sit at, but it is windy right here. I think I'm gonna drop it down the slope and see if I can find a better spot. Yeah, dropping it down, trying to find a little dry spot that's out of the wind. And I think this is gonna be the best right here. This is looking good. Psh, and who needs a tower when you got a drone? Let's fly.
Motors hum, no fear to hide. Through the storm, she braves the tide. In the end, she always comes back, a loyal drone, her courage never lacks. Ruby flies high across the sky, above Colorado where the rivers lie. Her lens is clear, she films in 4K, capturing the beauty of this perfect day. Ruby soars where the eagles glide, rocky peaks and valleys wide. Pushing hard, she battles the wind, flying free, spirits never dim. Ruby flies high across the sky, above Colorado where the rivers lie. Her lens is clear, she films in 4K, capturing the beauty of this perfect day. Ruby flies high across the sky, above Colorado where the rivers lie. Her lens is clear, she films in 4K, capturing the beauty of this perfect day. But birds in Utah had a different plan. Ruby spiraled and wasn't gonna land. She braced for impact to my dismay, but her circuits buzzed and she found her way. Ruby flies high across the sky, above Colorado where the rivers lie. Her lens is clear, she films in 4K, capturing the beauty of this perfect day. Perfect day.
It's about 11 o'clock. I've been sitting up here on the summit of Panorama Peak for about 40 minutes or so, but it's time to go. It's time to head on back. I've made it down off the top part. I've passed through the gates. Actually, I had to step over the fence, but I'm knocking this out quick. I'm passing by a trail split, and I'm gonna stay to the right and on this road number 247. I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to fly the drone on the summit, as it was real windy up there, but I went ahead and tried it anyway, and a Ruby drone came through. Coming up to another trail split, and I think I'm just gonna stay to the left, and I'm gonna stay on road 247A. And this is a pretty stretch of trail here with all these aspen trees. Epic views of the Mummy Mountains on this hike. Those things look huge. And then you also get views of Meeker and Longs, which are going to be the two giant ones in front of me. And I'm dropping in on the very first trail split, which means I have completed the loop. And this is right here by the power lines. Yeah, I'm looking good. I've just come up and over that last high point, and the rest should all be downhill now. Man, whoo! Wow, these views that you get here right at the end coming down are the best of the whole hike. Unbelievable. All right, and I'm back. It's just now 12 o'clock, so that only took 1 hour to come down from the summit, which makes sense because I was flying, and the GPS is showing that at 7 miles total. Well, I hope you enjoyed that hike, and until the next one, y'all, peace.